Hey Leo, and welcome to your Law of Attraction reading. This reading is for you and you only. You are the main subject. This is in lieu of a spiritual messages reading that I've done in the past or a general reading. However, this has a specific message of Law of Attraction, okay? I will be using this deck called the Island Time Wellness Law of Attraction, so this is the inspiration behind why I'm doing these readings, but a lot of truth may come out of this deck as well that could be potentially triggering, so I do want you to keep that in mind. But if you're open to guidance and hearing whatever it is that might help you remove blockages and restraints, then please keep watching this. Otherwise, if you're not in that space, I totally understand, and please just be patient until I put out the love readings and I can catch you in that reading. But other than that, I hope that this message finds you well. I hope that it gives you the clarity and insight that you may be seeking. And if the reading doesn't resonate for you, please don't forget to check your other placements, because according to the astrology in the sky, you could be resonating with another placement than just your sun sign. So don't forget to check your moon, rising, Venus, Mars, or any strong placement that you feel guided to watch. And also, I highly encourage just watching any video that the title stands out to you, because I feel like there could be messages for you there as well. All right, so let's just begin. I will be pulling your past, present, and future energies, and we're just going to see where that takes us. All right. Give me 1 second. Just need to get myself situated here. All right. Spirit, what messages do we have for Leo during this time frame regarding Law of Attraction? How can they manifest their heart's desire? What do they need to know? What was in their past that they have just recently overcame? Limiting beliefs. Subconscious beliefs impede progress. Check in self. Shadow work. Rewire with subliminals. Crisis, restructuring life, blessing within, clearing space, bring solution, see deepest needs and emotions. So far, I'm really liking this energy, and I'll tell you why in a second. Love where you are. Appreciate current circumstances. Ask yourself why you want what you want. See the beauty in it all. And then beliefs come true. Your beliefs create your reality. Recognize and change emotions. Reprogram subconscious mind. All right, Leo, I feel like you've been going through some kind of dark night of the soul, similar to Aquarius. So you could have Aquarius in your chart or just resonate with that energy. If you do, I highly encourage watching that reading. It was a beautiful reading, to be honest. But what I feel here is that in the past, you had these limiting beliefs that didn't let you move forward. You could have been a very traditional type of person, or just whatever sort of programs that you taught yourself from childhood up until now. You've really carried on to these beliefs because you felt safe in them. But then something happened with this crisis here. This kind of, to me, seems like the Tower, where divine intervention stepped in and caused your world to shake up, to see things from a different perspective, because you were in this very limiting energy. Okay, you were your own blockage, your own restraint, without realizing it, because again, you thought that that sort of belief was supposed to be there. But then divine intervention came in and stepped in and said, you cannot live like this any longer. So it may have been very tumultuous, could have been very difficult for you to have that sort of awakening. I feel a very strong spiritual awakening coming through. And I feel like you haven't been the same person that you once were. I feel like probably 2020 was a very life-changing year for you. Even if we were stuck in quarantine, I feel like you had a lot of internal towers that made you see things differently. But it was very, very necessary. And these rewire with subliminals is you are rewiring your entire brain. You know how people say that trauma does have a scientific effect on the brain that causes humans to act a certain way. However, with you, I feel like you are rewiring that. You're taking back control of your life, and you're working on yourself. You've been doing the work. You've been doing the shadow work. I also feel a very strong hermit energy. So you could have been very isolated, soul searching, where you had this crisis and then it made you go within, and you're starting to find that light within yourself and starting to see that you don't have to live in a box anymore, that you're not like that. But again, this is the past energy, and I feel like it's just restructuring your entire life. And through these awakenings, you have this also appreciation of life, that you are starting to appreciate your current circumstances, even though perhaps you're not quite satisfied with where you are currently. And if you are satisfied with you currently, then beautiful, right? It's just confirmation that you have what you want, that you've asked yourself why it is that you want, why is it that you want what you want, right? You see the beauty in everything. And I feel like this is also coming at a time where you could be sort of in transition from like moving from one, like as an example, like if you moved from one place to another place, that sort of transition in the middle is where I feel that you don't feel all entirely comfortable where you are at, but there's this sort of essence of you that is appreciative of the current circumstances, because you know that it's all temporary, you know it's all part of life, and it's all part of the journey that's supposed to get you moving forward into your true potential. And you're starting to realize the power of your beliefs, that your beliefs do create your reality. So you recognizing that you've had limiting beliefs is helping you change your emotions and helping you change and see how you have viewed life and yourself this entire time. You're reprogramming your subconscious mind. We have two messages here of reprogramming and rewiring. Rewire with subliminals and then reprogram subconscious mind. So you're no longer who you once were, and I think it's for the better. However, I do get a sense that some people do feel very bound to that energy because it's all you've come to know. You have like this sort of attachment to your limiting beliefs because you feel safe there, right? You feel safe in the known. And I feel like some have feared the unknown, and that's what you stayed a little bit stagnant there. But I see you moving past that. I see you moving to beliefs that are going to open up your energy a lot more. It's going to make you more receptive, because limiting beliefs are limited, right? You're not allowing energy to come in very naturally. It's very blocked. There's an X for a reason, right? You may have kind of, like I said, created a blockage in your own manifestations without even realizing it, because you were so stuck on the past. So it's been very hard for you to rewire everything, but I see that with this crisis, it's happening and you're allowing it to happen. You're understanding that there's a blessing within. When you clear your space, it brings solution. You're starting to see your deepest needs and emotions. You could have been running from like one sort of situation to another, trying to fill a void, something like that. You know, you always were trying to look for like the next fix or the next achievement, but never really finding achievement and satisfaction within yourself. So now you're learning to just love yourself and understanding that you don't have to, you know, make tons of money to feel happy within. It's all about how you carry yourself that really matters. So let's see, I'm curious to see what this crisis is about. Oh wow, look at that. The bottom of the deck, the wheel. Yeah, big changes coming into your life and destiny. The wheel is turning in your favor. I feel like it's because you're finally starting to let go. You're not allowing yourself to be stuck anymore. Yeah, look at that, the moon. Right, that's the fear of the unknown. What is this crisis? Okay, I'm just going to take them all. We have the Seven of Cups, the Empress, and the Eight of Pentacles with the Magician. Wow. So I feel that you've been in this very confused energy about your self-worth, but you've been working on that. Okay, and I feel like because this energy was very confusing, it was very dreamy and cloudy, you didn't really know right from wrong, you didn't really know how to move forward. That's what's all changing now with this crisis card, right? You could have your own dreams and subconscious mind for wanting a better life could have been what created this manifestation of a divine intervention without you even realizing it. Because who we are in our waking life, like who we present ourselves to society, the external world, is one thing. Like it's kind of like a facade, right? It's like a mask. who we are internally, you know, when nobody's looking, when we're dreaming, that sort of thing. That's an entire different identity right there. So I'm getting a very strong subconscious energy here, very dreamy energy, where I feel like your thoughts, where you felt that you were not satisfied with your waking life, those thoughts manifested this sort of divine intervention to come in and make you realize what your self-worth is. And it's causing you to go within and really do the work. Like your thoughts created your manifestations here. Like your thoughts manifested this sort of crisis, this sort of restructuring of your life. So that's beautiful. I really love that for you. All right, let's get into the present energy. What is the present energy of Leo? What do they have going on right now? Okay, right away this one stood out to me. Darkest before dawn. Breakdown before a breakthrough. Major shift is in progress, dissolving barriers, ascending. That is exactly what happened in your past, right? That's kind of what sums up this energy here. So there was definitely a moment of darkness, but you're coming into the light now. The major shifts are happening because you allowed them to come in. You're in a receiving energy now. And it's dissolving these barriers, these blockages, and it's allowing your ascension to really take place now. So we have mindfulness, awareness of thoughts without judgment, meditate, breathe, yoga, being present. Beautiful. You got a being present card in the present energy. So this is a new you. This is you becoming more aware of your thoughts, understanding that your reality is a reflection of what goes on internally, right? And I feel that you are understanding that you were your biggest blockage. So you're starting to change your habits. You're picking up new mindfulness energy, perhaps, with meditation, yoga. You're learning to not judge yourself either. I feel like Leos do have this really strong pride, but with that pride comes a lot of judgment within oneself, right? We have pride because we don't want to let ourselves down, right? And I feel like that is because we judge ourselves that harshly. But you're starting to let go of that. You're starting to not care about how others perceive you. You just want to be authentic. And through that, it is what helps you be present and be gracious of this energy, of your current reality, of your current day-to-day life, right? It's a beautiful energy that I feel like you really are ascending. And then we have respond versus react. Express from a loving place. Old triggered trauma yields drama. New beneficial thought patterns. So again, once upon a time, you were in this energy where you tend to react to triggers, right? You have two choices. You could either respond or react. And with the reaction card, it's like reactions are more because we're still upset, right? It's like people say like, oh, don't let them get a reaction out of you because you're giving away your power. And unfortunately, it's true, right? So you have a choice how you want to respond to triggers, right? Do you want to express yourself from a loving place, or do you want to continue reacting from a lower energy where you're still wounded? And I feel like you're still healing that, right? We're not perfect. We're not an overnight success. I feel like you're balancing this energy here where you're learning how to go within and understand why it is that you react to certain triggers a certain way. And you're understanding that you do need new beneficial thought patterns, but you just recognizing that you don't want to be stuck in this negative energy anymore. That right there is a very ascendant energy. It's a new beneficial thought pattern, that in itself. Just thinking that you want to make healthier choices, that right there is ascension. And then we have observe, not getting caught in the story or details, total acceptance of what is, step back, see bigger picture. Again, I feel that you are starting to step back. Where you once were caught in the story, caught in the details, observing. This gives me strong Page of Swords energy. Page of Swords, you guys know this, It's the lurking card, right? It's the stalking social media. It's doing the research, overanalyzing, overthinking. It's observing every minuscule detail. I feel like you're not doing that anymore. I feel like, again, that was a reaction, right? Lurking on social media is a reaction to try to find something that's going to ultimately hurt you, right? But you're not doing that anymore. You're starting to just let go of that and understand that if it's meant to be, it will be. I don't have to control the situation anymore. I just have to accept it. Like you're having total acceptance of what things just are. You're stepping back. You're seeing the bigger picture. I don't think you're in this energy anymore. With the mindfulness here, I just feel like you're more aware of that. Again, even if you fall back to that, you make a little mistake, a hiccup, that's okay. I feel like just you being aware that you made a mistake. I don't want to call it a mistake because mistakes are always just lessons, I guess, learning experiences. But I feel like, as an example, if you know that you shouldn't be lurking on social media, but then one day you kind of just give in and you do, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. As long as you're aware of that, I think that's what's most important. As long as you're aware that you shouldn't be doing that, that right there is, again, ascension. Okay, because then the more you keep telling yourself that, the more you're eventually just going to think like, that doesn't do anything good for me, and you'll eventually stop. And again, that was just an example, so you can just see how that fits for you. So I really like this. I just get a really strong ascended energy with you. And it was because of this internal tower. Like after the storm comes the calm after the, I know it says calm before the storm, but I'm getting it in the other direction. The calm after the storm, like picking up the pieces, taking accountability, being responsible for your actions. That's the energy that I feel here. All right, so what is Leo's future energy? And keep in mind that this is just potential energy, okay? Just have fun with it. You are in control of your life, not me, not these cards. What is in the future of Leo? Okay. Yeah, in the future, I still see you sort of battling these sort of inner demons, these blockages, these restraints, and that's okay, Leo. Don't beat yourself up. I love how we have mindfulness and then inner peace, and these both represent yoga positions. So I feel like you are still going through this crisis in a good way, though. I feel like you're becoming more aware of your thoughts. Okay, we have negativity, distorted view, wounds, complaining, negative self-talk, self-sabotage, outside influences. Be gracious. So what I feel here is that there is still going to be this sort of little negative voice in your head that doesn't allow you to fully come into your full potential. Doesn't mean that you're not going to ever get there. It's just the process, right? Trust the process. Everything happens in its own timing. So I feel like there may be this aspect where you may fall back into your old habits, but again, it's not the end of the world. I feel like you're going to continue working through your old habits, okay? As long as you're aware of it, I think you're going to be okay. Then we have past programming. Choose your beliefs. Recognize false stories. External conditioning. Make decisions that support goal. So we have two messages here about outside influences and external conditioning. So I feel like your external world, people who you associate with, whether that's family or friends, I feel like they have a strong influence on you, and you don't let it, or you don't, or however, you let them get in the way of your up leveling. And this is what I'm saying, like where these triggers may come in, because this is what I feel, and I'm just telling you the truth because I care about you and I want you guys to know the truth, right? But I feel like you do let people in your outside circle, whoever that is for you, get in the way of becoming your full potential. You let them get in the way of your ascension. However, it's not because, again, it's an overnight success or anything like that. It's because it's just so heavily programmed in you that you're having to fight something very strong, that it takes a village to defeat this energy. But again, with this inner peace here, clearing past ancient trauma, physical, mental, and spiritual practices, love the inner child. See, I feel like it's inner child healing that you need to focus on. You already know this, most likely, you know. But I feel like it could have to, like these sort of ancient traumas, these wounds, these triggers, this programming, this negative mindset, these external influences, outside forces, whatever, what have you, all of that has to do with your upbringing, perhaps. Whatever you went through as a child, it carries on with you into this day. And that's not easy, right? But I see this energy of you becoming more aware of that and wanting different for yourself, wanting a better life for you. It's ancient trauma. So it's like, it could be like wanting to or having to break generational curses. Like, it's that heavy, it's that deep. But I feel that it starts with you, Leo. You're the first person in your family who's going to take this challenge to break these barriers. If not you, then who? And I think it starts with going within, finding that inner peace, this mindfulness energy. It says mental and spiritual practices. So if you are into spirituality and meditation, breath work, whatever works for you, Reiki healing, whatever works for you, I highly encourage it. Just anything that's going to help you love your inner child and heal those wounds that perhaps you may have been running away from or not running away from. I feel like this limiting beliefs just didn't really let you see what your problem was, because it was just so programmed in you, right? Past programming. This past programming or this negativity was just, it's an old belief. It's a program that you have to now reset, rewire. But you're doing it. And I see you being very successful at it. It starts now. But I do see that it's going to be up and down a lot. So don't beat yourself up when you're in those down moments, because it doesn't mean that you're defeated. It just means you're going through the process, right? It's all a process. And then I love this in the background, inspired action. Take action when you feel desire, follow intuition, synchronicity, supported by the universe. So there you go. I feel like your inspired action is to want more for yourself, is to break these generational curses. Oh, excuse me, almost had to sneeze. Break these generational curses and want a new life for yourself. I feel like you just want to create a new dynamic in your life that I get this feeling that you don't want to repeat your parents' mistakes, or you don't want to give your children the life that you had. And I'm sorry again if that's triggering, but that's just what I felt and I had to say it. All right, so that is what I have for you, Leo. I'm going to end it now with a oracle card from the Lightworker Oracle, beautiful deck, and I will be reading from the guidebook because the guidebook is beautiful. It's from Alana Fairchild. Some of you may be familiar with her cards. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull the card and read the excerpt. All right, messages do we have for Leo? What final thoughts, concluding thoughts do we have for Leo? Whoa. Beautiful. We have 11, 11, 11. The messages in the numbers. Okay, here we go. The universe is speaking to you through numbers, from 1111 on your phone to the repeating number patterns that catch your eye. Information is being transmitted from the creative universal intelligence into your cellular awareness. You may feel energetic healing as you receive these transmissions of number frequencies. Numbers are energetic medicine. They are particular frequencies in a universal language of love that helps heal and guide you. There are no negative numbers. Healing vibrations of numbers are working for your soul now. Which numbers do you notice most often at this time? The frequency of the 1 is about beginnings, taking the initiative, believing in yourself, and accepting a leadership role in which you step ahead of the curve, beyond the consciousness of those around you, to guide the human race forward into love. The frequency of 2 brings healing and partnership and allows you to be helped by others, particularly in relationships, whether business or personal. The 2 indicates more can be gained by working with another. The frequency of the 3 indicates a time to learn, write, teach, or develop new ideas. Collaborate with others and create win-win situations. It is also the number stamp of the Ascended Masters, particularly multiple 3s, affirming their connection with you. The frequency of the 4 brings angelic healing, divine order, and an influx of energy into the physical plane. If it is a get things done energy, which can help you materialize desires. More than 1 4 in a row means that angels are speaking to you. Call upon their loving assistance to help you manifest your divine destiny. The frequency of the 5 announces change and acceleration. An issue is resolving. Transformation is happening through divine alchemy. If you see a 5, let go. Allow what is happening to happen. Trust in the goodness behind all unfolding in your life. The frequency of the 6 is love, money, beauty, and abundance. Many people are afraid of the 6 vibration, especially multiple 6s, which some teach are a sign of evil. There are no negative numbers, however. The 6 is a sign of material abundance and healing of prosperity, love, and romance. The frequency of 7 indicates healing ability, channeling, a spiritual wisdom, and the sage or teacher. It is a sign to accept what makes you unique and to balance your social life with restorative solitude. If you have asked about your life mission, the 7 indicates it is, at least in part, self-healing and very likely the healing of others too. The frequency of the 8 asks you to step up into leadership that is not apart from others but amongst them. Others may look to you as a role model or authority figure. Accept this with humility and remember to encourage others to find their own power. The frequency of the 9 is a highly spiritual energy, indicating blessings, compassion, and an ending of a cycle. It comes when resolution of unfinished business is taking place, so a new cycle can begin in due course. It also indicates the Christ consciousness and can be a message from any master that resonates with that energy, reminding you to trust your heart and ask for love to bless and assist you. The frequency of the 0 is a divine wild card. It amplifies the energy of the other numbers and places a divine stamp behind it. Any significant number accompanied by a 0 is a message direct from the universe. It is the divine saying, I am sharing something true and special with you. Take note, for I am with you. Use the invocation below when you feel the numbers are talking to you and you want to absorb their loving message. I give thanks for the messages, energetic healing, support, and encouragement given to me now and always through unconditional love. I give permission to unconditional love to heal my body, mind, and soul through the healing frequencies of the numbers. May all beings feel the love and guiding intelligence of the supportive, nurturing universe. Through loving grace and my own free will, so be it. All right, Leo, thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so that others may receive this message and it helps support my channel. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye.